Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you. So today will be messages from the ancestors reading. We'll see what messages they have for you. Remember, energy is fluid. It could be past, present, or future. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to force a story to fit your narrative. If you guys feel called to book a reading with me, the link is in the description and also in the about section of my channel. Feel free to email me if you guys have any questions. So to get straight into it, collective, I just kept hearing like right on the edge of destiny, which if you have been following me, been watching my channel for a while, I'm trying to help you guys step into your highest timeline, and we only go higher and higher as we go on this journey. But it just feels like a lot of you are in hermit mode as well. So in the collective energy so far, I'm running through the zodiac. I got put behind because of personal reasons, but it just feels like during this Mercury retrograde that we just went through, I know Mercury just went direct, that a lot of the collective had to make really hard choices, really hard decisions, possibly even breaking hearts, ending friendships, relationships, because that's usually how Mercury retrograde goes. And I feel like after making those tough decisions, you guys are really in hermit mode, reflecting, seeing the next step that you're supposed to take. If you have heavy earth placements towards Virgo, Capricorn, I would say check out those readings, especially Virgo, since that's where Mercury, the sign that Mercury was in during this retrograde, because it was intense. Even if you don't have heavy Virgo placements, you might just need to read it just because of Mercury being in Virgo at the time of that reading. But Virgo went through it. Virgo had to make some tough decisions. They had to break some hearts, and it was really hard. So only check that out if you feel called. But I do feel like you guys are in heavy reflection right now, trying to figure something out. But I feel like whatever decisions you had to make at the time of this reading, as Mercury is direct right now, I feel like all those tough decisions that you had to make during Mercury retrograde, you're just in a time of reflection, and because of those decisions that you made, I feel like you're just a step closer to destiny. I just feel like you guys are right there. But let's see where the energy takes us today. Also, if you guys have like an ancestor who used to kiss your face a lot, like your cheeks or like right under your left eye, I don't know, that might be significant for somebody. I kept feeling that type of energy. I kept feeling like someone was like touching my face or like kissing my face. It could be of some significance with you. Just know that they're guiding you and with you always. Oracle for the collective spirit. It says focus on children, pregnancy, birth, adoption. We have on the bottom. Ooh, this card always comes out for you guys. The colors are a color match too. It could be about your heart chakra, your root chakra as well. I do see some purple in there, so probably the crown as well. I forgot the message book, so let me grab that real quick. Okay, so we have focus on the children, which is number 50. So you could be 50 years old. The month of May could be significant for you guys. Also, the fives are about conflict, you know, challenges, making change. You could be having some type of issues with a child, but we'll see. Okay. Babies, pregnancy, and children are being highlighted for you when this card appears. You may have been considering conceiving, fostering, or adopting a child. This card is giving you a heads up to let you know that there is a child who wants to come to you and your family. This child doesn't have to be your biological child. It could be a niece, nephew, adopted child, stepchild, or foster child. If you already have children or grandchildren, this card is a reminder for you to connect with them and spend more time with your family. Children are a blessing. They really do heal people and bring your family members together in a positive way. Look at children in your life and be thankful for the amazing gift they are to you. If you have children who have passed away, this card confirms that they are safe, happy, and still around you. They love you very much. And you see how she's kissing that baby's face, and I said something about somebody kissing your face? If you guys have lost a child or someone, you know, that you took care of, like maybe you were like an older sibling who took care of a younger sibling, and you know, they kiss your face and all that stuff. I'm so sorry for your loss. But like the oracle said, they protect you in spirit and they're always with you. Because like I said, I got that earlier. I said that energy is always with you. It could also be a message of, I was getting inner child as well, because it feels like the whatever you guys have gone through the past few months was probably more than likely very healing to your inner child. So we have the Three of Swords in the reverse, so you're healing some type of pain. If you did lose someone recently, my condolences to you, okay? So let's get right into it. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Page of Cups. The Knight of Wands. I have more room now. So I don't have to have the cards all bunched up together. Okay, I have the Hierophant Taurus energy. Okay, we have Temperance, Eight of Cups, and then we have Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy. Eight of Wands, and then we have Strength, Leo energy. The Four of Wands. Okay, we have the Magician reverse and the Ten of Cups. Okay, I do have them out of frame. Let me just move them up just a little bit more for you guys. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune reverse, fixed sign energy. The Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, I still get that energy of healing from something. You're trying to move forward with confidence that something just wasn't aligning with you. Like you knew it was a karmic cycle. And you're healing that. So a lot of you are in a hurt space right now because something wasn't stable enough for you. The Ace of Cups in the reverse, yeah. It didn't work out as planned, is what I'm getting. Let's start clarifying. Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Swords. Okay, look at that. The Sun and the Page of Cups and the Sun, Leo energy. You can have heavy Leo placements. The Tower reverse, Scorpio energy. So heavy on the fixed signs. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, especially Leo. The Nine of Swords, the Hierophant in the upright, Five of Wands, the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Ten of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the Nine of Wands. You see how you have the Devil and the Angel in a sense? It's like, I know Temperance is technically the Angel, but that's literally what I got when I saw the Hierophant and the Devil. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like, in a sense, rushing in without fear is what I'm getting. Knowing that they have your back, knowing that you are guided and protected in a way that you can't really understand or comprehend because it's not a force in the 3D that you could see, but knowing that your spiritual team is with you, because we have the Hierophant, it's overall energy there, and we have the sun. It's just like stepping into this new timeline with no fear, to know that you are guided, to know that you are blessed. It does feel like you guys have, because the child is now on the sun card, it's sticking out to me. You might have had someone pass away that was young, who was guiding you in the right direction. I just get like they used to touch your face a lot. They might have died very young. You might have lost like a baby. And they're here with you, like they're watching over you, like they protect you in some type of way. Especially with that Page of Cups, is really innocent energy. Like knowing that there's no fear is what I'm getting. Like very protected, the both of you. Like protecting each other even though they're not here. It may feel so hard to be like, yeah, the Three of Swords again. It may feel so hard to be like, how do I move forward? How do I move on? How do I step into it? It's a hurt energy. It's like fear of like forgetting. But in all honesty, it's not about like, it's not about that. Because you're not ever going to forget that energy. And even if you don't necessarily like know who this ancestor is to you, maybe you didn't spend a lot of time with them, they are very protective of you. I don't know, I just get this like set free energy, like this release, like just like I'm okay, you know? There's a very freeing energy there. Like there's no more fear, there's no more like I'm just gonna go for it, I'm happy, I'm okay. Sunflowers could be significant. I don't know, it's just a very freeing energy. Is what I'm getting. It's just like running off into the sunset with the Knight of Swords and the sun. It's like that's what they want you to know. That either you've been set free or this spirit has been set free if you lost someone recently. It's really the heaviest energy I'm getting. Okay. Spirit, please clarify the Page of Cups. They could have been a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This feels like a very specific message. So take it what resonates, okay? The Four of Pentacles. The Magician in the reverse. Virgo, Gemini energy. The Hermit, Virgo energy. The King of Swords reverse. The Nine of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Wands reverse, the Lovers. The King of Cups. And the Two of Wands. The Empress, Taurus energy. They could have definitely been like a very fixed person in their chart, in their birth chart. It feels like they want you to let go of the notion that you can't move forward. They want you to stay curious and open as they were when they were here in the 3D is what I'm feeling. Like they don't want you to isolate. They don't want you to make yourself small. They don't want you to be mute is what I'm getting off the King of Swords in reverse. Or just tell yourself like, I can't move on. I can't move forward. You know, it's hard when you lose someone, and it takes time to really heal, and some people don't ever really heal whenever they lose anyone, because that hurt and that pain is always going to be there. It's really just trying to, I just feel like the collective feels like it's just too heavy, like I can't move on, I can't move forward. How am I supposed to? This is too hard for me. How do I step into this? And it's just knowing that that energy surrounds you with so much love, and that they are really standing with you and guiding you in this direction. And like I said, a lot of you are in hermit mode. You guys are very isolated. It feels like if you didn't lose someone, which the energy is pretty much really heavy on that, but if you had someone in spirit who was very carefree, like that very child-like energy, that you knew in this lifetime, that you might have lost. If you lost a friend, like I said, very young, is what I'm getting. It just feels like they want you to truly live. Like, live for them. You know what I'm saying? My son, he lost a friend very young. My son is, you know, he lost a friend in the 2nd grade. And that was a very hard thing for him. It was his best friend. And that's the energy. I always tell him that he's with you always. He's always with you. He's always surrounding you. And when he left this realm, he, you know, he's still your best friend. And that energy, and you'll always remember him. It's like that. Like from time to time, he does ask about him and says he wants to see him and stuff like that. And I always tell him, he's with you always. He'll come to you in dreams when he's ready. He'll give you some sign in the 3D when he's ready. But just know that always, always he's with you. And when you ever doubt that, he will give you some type of sign. That's what this feels like. That type of energy. Like, just knowing that they're there. And they don't want you to hold back anything. They want you to stay curious. They want you to stay open. Keep that childlike mind. It's also what I'm getting. Stay very curious and don't be afraid to step into that energy. Like if there was things that you guys did together, they don't want you to stop doing those things. They want you to revamp that energy, you know? They just want you to really move forward with like a full heart is what I'm getting. Even though it sucks and even though it's hurt and you're still healing this pain, or it's taking you years to get to a decent place with this pain. For some of you, this is something that happened recently is what I'm feeling. Alright, Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Wands. Ten of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands in the reverse, clarifying the Knight of Wands. The Six of Cups. The Ace of Wands. Six of Wands, Eight of Cups. The King of Wands. The Knight of Wands, Judgment in the reverse. The Page of Swords. There's something that you're like clinging onto that's not healthy. And it feels like you're clinging onto that because of nostalgia purposes with that Six of Cups. And it's like you reject anything that's not like that reminds you of this energy. And they're saying they want you to move forward from that because it feels like you're rejecting things that could be very successful. But that's your ego blocking with that King of Wands. Nothing will come if you stay stagnant in this energy. They want you to move forward with fierceness. Yeah. Something isn't working. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. It's not a part of your legacy. It's not a part of your plan. You're delaying it because you feel very attached to something. And it's going to be different for all of you. And they're saying, like, to have success, you have to make a firm decision and walk away. Don't let your ego get in the way. It exhausts you to hang on to whatever it is. The Knight of Cups, yeah, it's not fulfilling for you. It doesn't make you feel giddy inside. It doesn't give you that fire, that passion. But you hang on to it for nostalgic purposes. And they're telling me that it's only disappointing you. It's only delaying the inevitable. It's only delaying the energy of letting go and making peace, is what I'm getting. This is a really, really deep message, guys. Really, really deep. Whew. Alright, we have the Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. Spirit, please clarify the Hierophant in the reverse. Four of Cups. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, and the Queen of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the World. The Ace of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. The Queen of Cups. It feels like they showed you a new way to love. Something that was out of the ordinary. When you feel like something is lost, or maybe you look at something for too long, you know how to reinvent that energy. You know how to transmute that energy. But you're not like focused on that right now, because it feels like you guys are isolating, especially with that Hermit in reverse. It just feels like you're isolating. They gave you a way to seek clarity, to seek truth, to really trust your intuition. They could have, like I said, they could have been a Pisces, they could have been a water sign, or have heavy water placements. They taught you something about love, like unconditional love, because this card is about the skills they gave you. And they taught you something about love, about confidence, about overstaying your welcome, possibly taking a second look at specific opportunities and why it felt missed or why it didn't work out. Like I said, this feels like, if it's not an actual child, it just feels like someone who has childlike energy, just like flowing and being free. And they taught you how to do that. They taught you how to just trust your intuition and go. That's why I was getting that in the first card out. Like it's like getting back into that energy again. They taught you how to do that, but you have lost it because, like I said, they may have passed away. It might have been really hard for you to have dealt with that death in the 3D. It might have taken you years to really recover. For some of you, like I said, for a lot of you, this feels like it's recent. I really feel like this message is for someone very specific. But they taught you how to be carefree. They taught you how to love yourself. They taught you unconditional love. They taught you when to know that something needs to be let go of when it doesn't give to you the way it's supposed to. The Seven of Pentacles is like, to me, you know when something isn't welcome anymore. You know when that manifestation didn't work out, because this person taught you how to be free. They really did. They taught you how to be free. They gave you that skill. And it's like you honing on that and bringing it back to yourself. Know when to move on. Know when to seek clarity and truth. Knowing when you learned the lesson. They might have been very spiritual. Very intuitive as well. Okay. How can I honor them? The Eight of Cups. Spirit, please clarify. Whoa, too many. Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Thank you. Seven of Cups reverse. the Page of Wands, the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers, Gemini energy. King of Cups, Three of Wands, Strength, Leo energy. The World and the Ace of Swords. I also see the Fool there, Aries energy. The Eight of Cups on the break. I don't know if there's a specific energy in your life that you... This King of Pentacles in reverse could be an Earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be a Gemini as well. You know something because you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse too. So this, it could be a karmic situation. It could be a job. It could be a person. It could be a way of living, thinking. Take it how it resonates. They're telling me, you know, the choice, that they gave you a message that your destiny, your alignment is somewhere else with that Four of Wands, and you have to choose yourself. There's love lost, and you're just stuck in this energy. Your heart chakra is closed down, and they want you to close this chapter. You see clarity, you see truth. Like I said, they've taught you what unconditional love is. Queen of Swords, yeah. They've taught you what unconditional love is. They taught you what that real and true love looks like. That innocence, that purity. Whatever this King of Pentacles in the reverse is, because I feel you trying to wear a mask with that King of Wands, like as the overall energy of you trying to be confident and live in this truth, right? But there's an unhappiness, there's a fear. You put a wall up because you're still healing from some really deep pain, and it could be like energy resurfacing from when this energy passed away. Like I said, for some of you, this energy has been gone for a while. This person, this ancestor who looks over you, has been gone for a while. For some of you, it's more recent, so you're just seeking clarity and answers. You know the choice that you need to make. They've been sending you synchronicities and signs. Right now, it's for you to choose you and letting go of something that's not stable, possibly a selfish energy, but it's no longer practical for you. Is what I'm getting. It's time to choose self, choose self-love, choose self-worth, and get back to that unconditional, carefree love and joy that you had. It's not going to happen overnight, especially when we're heartbroken, especially when we're in pain. But the first step you take is choosing you, is what I'm getting. Okay, so we have Temperance in the reverse. Spirit, please clarify Temperance for me. The Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. The Lovers. Seven of Wands. The Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Ace. A lot of fire energy. They can have heavy fire. It feels like fire and ice almost. This is how you deepen your relationship with them. Oh, look at that, the star. But the Six of Swords in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse is imbalanced energy. For me, it's also about not seeing clearly the signs that your ancestors, your guides from spirit are trying to send you. But they want you to, it's not necessarily not seeing the signs, because I feel like you guys are like really in a heartbroken space right now. You're trying to cope, you're trying to find that confidence again, you're trying to stay strong. This is about whatever imbalance you have in your life. They want you to let go of that fear. Okay, what's not given to you, what feels like breadcrumb energy, what feels like ego, exhaustion, what feels like a repetitive cycle. Look, the King and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse again. What's not nurturing, what's not stable, what's not practical. They want you to choose yourself. Let go of that fear, get out of your head, set new boundaries. Set healthy boundaries with whatever it is that's holding you back. Where you feel like you can't be yourself, where you feel like you might be missing the messages that they're sending you. There's peace that needs to be found. And it's found when you choose yourself and love yourself. And they want you to go towards that. The Knight of Pentacles for me is going towards that a little bit more fast. I know sometimes it could just be like something isn't enough, something isn't stable, but moving more quickly towards getting out of your head, choosing yourself, setting boundaries, bringing balance back into your life somehow. Figuring out what that is in the new phase of your life. Like I said, you guys are stepping into destiny, but you are a hermit right now because of like healing that you're doing from whatever pain this is. And it doesn't have to be that you lost someone, you know. It could just be like, for someone they did lose someone, but it could be anything for you. If this is resonating with you without you necessarily losing a loved one, but this is about finding that carefree energy again, finding that lightheartedness again, choosing yourself, loving yourself. Sorry if you could hear my air that just came out. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. Spirit, please clarify the Eight of Wands. Five of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Strength. The World. Two of Wands, the Emperor, Aries energy. Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. The Hierophant. So this one is skills that they pass down to you, right? It feels like when I told you the skills that they gave you, it was about unconditional love, right? This is about not causing delays in your life. When to close that chapter, when to close that door, when to step into your power, your true power. The Moon. You may not feel like it, but you always have clarity. You always see the truth. You face your triggers head on, is what I'm getting. And you fight for yourself. I'm not really getting anything negative on that Five of Wands. It's like you fight for yourself, you fight for your truth, you fight for victory. Is what I'm getting. If there's no plan, you make a plan. You make that choice with that King of Wands and the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you don't wear a mask. You always seek truth. You always seek clarity. If there's like, I feel like if someone lies, like you know it's a lie. You could have like very intuitive, probably. Excuse me, very a lot of water in your chart. Yeah, my throat chakra started messing up, so it's like it feels like you know when someone isn't telling you the truth, like when they're not speaking to you clearly or honestly. You see that, like with that Eight of Wands in the reverse, you like nip it in the bud. It feels like the skill they gave you is always to fight for what's true, fight for what's right. You know that meme that goes around on like TikTok, like never back down, never what? That's the type of energy I'm getting. You fight for happiness like they did. Like I said, if there's no plan, you make a plan. You step into that Emperor energy, step into that fiery energy. Whether you have a lot of fire in your chart or not, you face all that stuff head on. Is really what I'm getting. And that's something that they taught you. Like I said, they taught you, like feels like a lot. You could have just had a parent who was very childlike, like very much in that energy, you know? It could be different for all of you, but it just very much feels like someone who's truly free and really lived in their truth. And they taught you that, and it feels like it's hard for you now without them. That happened in another reading. I just don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was the last messages from the ancestors that I did, but it was something to that effect. I just can't remember. Okay. Their hopes for you is strength. Spirit, please clarify strength card for me. Three of Cups reversed, the Hierophant, the Hangman, the King of Wands in the reverse, and the Empress. So heavy Taurus energy. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, Ace of Cups, Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. The Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Okay. This is really about like shadow work for me. I know the devil isn't here, but I know it was somewhere. I can't remember where. I know we saw it though. This is about cutting out energies in your life that no longer serve you. This is about changing your perspective and having a complete surrender and trusting in your feminine energy. It feels like you were someone who was very balanced in your masculine. It feels like you might have been very balanced in your energy before whatever the situation happened here. This is about you just trusting that you are in alignment, that you are on the right path, and killing your ego. I don't have death here, but it just feels like shadow work and like rebirth happening. They want you to be able to open your heart and find that carefree energy. I really do feel like they might have been a Pisces. I really do. Or just a heavy water placement, possibly a heavy fire placement too, or Taurus. Very much fixed sign energy, but I know Pisces isn't a fixed sign, but it is giving that. I feel like this energy was just so spiritual, so free for you guys. But they really want you to cut off the energies that you know are very ego-based and don't come from their soul, that don't match your morals and your values with that Hierophant. They want you to really just live with your heart. Be very brave. That's their hope for you. To have complete surrender and trust that you are in alignment, to trust that your energy is balanced, that you are making the right choices, that you are stepping into alignment and destiny, and that you are truly guided. Okay? That's the choice they want. They want you to remember that unconditional love. They want you to heal your heart and get back balanced again. They don't want you to be stuck. Is what I'm getting. Okay. How do they want you to heal your ancestral line? We have the Four of... Look at that. The Nine of Cups. They just want you to be happy. We have the Four of Wands though. Spirit, please clarify the Four of Wands. This is literally stepping into alignment and with your destiny. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. Nine of Wands. Six of Swords. The Five of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. Two of Cups. And then we have Judgment in the reverse. We have the World. Yeah. They want you to step into alignment with destiny. They want you to close out any chapters that cause too much of a heavy burden and make you feel stuck. They don't want you to self-sabotage. They want to get out of your head. Whatever is causing conflict, hurt, pain, that just doesn't feel like it's in alignment anymore. Things that you may be pouring your heart into right now that you know that you shouldn't, because you healed from those things with the Four of Swords. So hanging on to them is just a burden to you at this point. So how you heal your line is stepping into what aligns with your soul. It feels like you're in a karmic situation. Like I said, you guys are a hermit, so you could be really reflecting, but we have the World here. So it's time to close out that chapter. You might be going into Judgment at this point, because the Judgment was here in the reverse. So after Judgment is the World. It's up to you to get yourself out of this karmic situation, whatever this is, with this Two of Cups in the reverse. And it could just be a mindset, you know. It could just be a way of living, because it feels like you're trying to stay in the energy because of this ancestor here who guided you that way. So you feel like if you let go in some type of capacity, that is over, or you won't remember them, or, you know, live on from them. But they want you to find a way to renew that energy, to find a new way, is what I'm getting. Because the way that you're doing it now is not a part of alignment with you anymore. Like I said, you might have lost this person at a young age, or they were just, like I said, very childlike, very carefree, but they want you to honor them in a different way, is what I'm getting. And whatever that is that you decide, whatever epiphany moment you have with that, that's true alignment with you. That's true alignment with destiny. The old way is gone is really what the energy is. Okay. Healing message. We have the Magician reversed and the Ten of Cups. Spirit, please clarify that for me. King of Cups reversed. Look at that. The Star. The Eight of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Justice reverse, Libra energy, Queen of Cups, and the Three of Swords. The Six of Pentacles, yeah. Your highest timeline is coming at you quick, okay? Like I said, I feel like a lot of you are in hermit or like in some type of stagnation. You might feel like you're not ready for your overall happiness, your fulfillment, but you are. You're gaining some type of independence as you move forward with that Nine of Pentacles. Is also pre-Empress energy, and we have that here. They want you to step into your Empress energy, and I feel like you are getting there. Whatever, it just feels like whatever is loveless, whatever is unstable, whatever makes you feel stuck, whatever that stuck energy is for you, it's karmic. It's a lesson. It's time for you to find that unconditional love again as you heal. Yeah, whatever isn't moving, whatever is stagnant, whichever is like a, whenever the Page of Swords comes out in the reverse for me, it's just like a whole lot of nothing, like a lot of words being spewed out, but they mean nothing. So like, all talk, no action type energy. It's just like letting that go because it keeps you stagnant, it keeps you stuck. Your highest timeline is coming. I told you guys, I felt that. The Star was coming out when I was shuffling for your energy. You're right there, you're right on the edge, but there's something that you have to revamp in your life. There's something that you have to renew, and the way that you honor this energy now in the 3D. There's something different. Total revamp. And whatever you decide to do, whatever you decide to go with, aligns with your purpose. Something is coming. It's going to be different for all of you. But it's going to be a wake-up call. It's going to be an epiphany moment for you. It's going to be some type of independent energy for you, but it's also something I feel like you might have unconsciously or subconsciously manifested. Advice for the collective. Advice. The Queen of Cups and the Moon. You can't tell me that whoever this is doesn't have heavy Pisces placements. I'm telling you. Or Cancer with the Moon in the reverse. Look at all that. The Knight of Cups. All Cups energy. The Sun. Leo energy. The Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups. The Hierophant in the reverse. The Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The Tower. The Five of Cups and the Devil. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, because remember I was getting Devil and Angel. This is deep shadow work for you guys. And trust in the divine. This is really, if you guys are looking for shadow work reading, Seven of Cups. This is getting out of illusion and fear. Trusting spirit. Trusting that you're being guided. If you guys are looking for a shadow work reading, I have a friend named Elissa. Her YouTube, her TikTok, her it's called Silhouette Tarot, and her readings are specifically shadow work readings. So if you feel called to book a reading with her, check her out. But this is about like deep contemplation about, like I said, renewing that love, finding that child innocence again, revamping that, and finding happiness in it. Spirit is like, no more stuck energy, no more being in the past. It's time for you to find that love, find that truth, find that nurture again. They taught you a way that is different, that is out of the ordinary, and somehow that works, but you have to find a new way to deliver that message, or just a new and more vibrant way to really showcase that. Yeah, you can't cling on to the old way. Four of Pentacles. It's not. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. You have something about your independence here. Something that you're manifesting. Some of you could be, like I said, it feels like a karmic situation that you are letting go of. Some of you could be newly single or something like that. Probably living on your own for the first time or something. And it could be like you hope that like you and that this energy here that's popped up in a reading might have like lived together or been roommates at some point when you guys like went off to college or something, and you guys like had a plan. Whatever that plan might have been, revamp that, renew it. Took what they taught you and transmute that energy is what I'm getting. Is your advice. Remember that love, remember that care, remember that carefree energy. Find how to make it work for you and the version of yourself that you are now. Advice for the collective, advice. We have I'm sorry. On the bottom we have the golden children. I'm telling you, inner child is the first card on there. Tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. I'm telling you. There's something there with that. There's something there with that. Okay, I'm sorry. It's number 78. July 8th could be significant for you. Maybe January 5th, or maybe they passed away when they were like 15. Only take that if it resonates though. Maybe 5 years old. Maybe even 1. I feel like it's a very young energy. I really do. Okay. I'm sorry. Defensiveness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember, I think I said it right, unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's critical to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, the shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with the open heart and mean it. To be part of healing rather than perpetuate the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the pattern that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? Maybe something that's very heavy on your heart is that maybe you and this person weren't on the best of terms when they passed away. And you wish you could take back your words. You wish that you could say sorry. So you honored them in the way that they were here in the 3D with you. But how you honor them, like the Oracle says, is to transmute that energy. To right your past wrongs, but you have to find a new way to do that. I'm going to read the Golden Children as well because I felt like it showed up for a reason. I was thinking about that card and I was like, it's probably going to show up in this reading. Golden Children, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it might be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or the new beginning with a sweet, tender love, to nurture and nourish, to give it every chance to grow and reach childhood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they're not hardened as their journey through this great adventure called life. Starseed Soul Inquiry, how can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? Some of you may have been raising somebody's child now, and they are a very gifted soul. Like, they might have some type of clear ability. They may see spirits, is what I'm getting. They may see or hear things that normal people can't, and it might be that they're teaching you a new way of life, in a sense, a new way of seeing the world. You might be guided to, you know, I saw something on TikTok like that the other day. They call them indigo babies, and you know, they see things differently than we do, especially if you're not a very spiritual person. You could be dealing with that type of energy, or the energy who passed away was like that, and somehow, some way, like, you might not have abilities like that, but you want to keep that alive somehow. That was a channel message I got from reading that oracle. I know I was supposed to read it somehow. I just felt like that oracle was going to come out and I was going to get something off of it. Advice for the collective spirit. Advice. They don't want you to worry. I just don't feel like there's like any anger or anything like that, like towards you or anybody. It feels like so much love. Like the Queen of Cups energy is so strong. Nothing is yet set in stone. Confidence is your key to success. Leo energy. Time to give rather than take. Virgo energy. Communication is key. Gemini energy. Your hard work is paying off. Capricorn energy. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. On the bottom we have believe in the impossible. Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective. I'm getting not to take that one. Advice for the collective. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Then I have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation, and we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah. Whatever this energy is, you guys had a beautiful relationship. Beautiful relationship. And they really want you to know, they just want you to stay positive. It just feels like they appreciate everything they've ever had with you. They want you to just really keep fighting. With all this like purple I'm getting is like very much like crown chakra. You might need to meditate a bit more, because I feel like they come to you in meditation as well. They might even, like I said, be coming to you in your dreams as well. They don't want you to have doubt in yourself. They really, really want you to stay true to who you are. Like I said, find that carefree energy again somehow. Advice for the collective. Advice. I'm just getting like this was a very, very deep soulmate for you guys. Whether it was romantic or platonic, I just feel like this was someone who was meant to be a part of your soul tribe. Whether they're here in the 3D or if they're watching over you in the spirit realm, like, it was very deep, very connected. It was a beautiful, beautiful relationship. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. It says Medicine Mother. Okay, so 52. May 2nd. I did say May earlier, didn't I? They could have been a Taurus, yeah, definitely. But like heavy water placements. They were very intuitive, I feel. Okay, take action, do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. It's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows and you aren't here to suffer, you're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the step you know you need to take to move closer to where you like to be. You already know the answer. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but you know you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Yeah, this one literally sums up the whole reading. I love when that happens. I love when the oracles just like fit really perfectly to what I'm saying, because it's just like you're holding on to something and spirit is like, I need you to let go of that. I need you to step into new energy so you can align with your purpose and destiny. And that's what this spirit is trying to tell you. Advice for the collective. Advice. We have recovery, which I feel like you guys, that's what you've been doing for a while. We have romance. It could have been a romantic relationship. It could have been. Maybe you never got to tell your feelings to this energy before they passed away. If you believe the situation will improve. And then we have get more information in the near future. And then we have a year from now. So your whole life could look different a year from now. Affirmation of advice for the collective spirit. Thank you for all your messages today. I release control of my plans to make way for my destiny. I strengthen my inner world to meet my outer world with grace. Like I said, collective, this was a very specific message. So I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. I hope it gave you guys some clarity. Like I said, my condolences for anyone who has lost someone recently or going through a very hard soul lesson and soul tie. Like I said, this feels like a very deep and nurturing soulmate for you guys. So even if you haven't lost this person in the 3D, you might be in separation or something like that. But I was getting more so, like I said, this is an ancestor reading. So this person more than likely is not here with us anymore. So like I said, my condolences. Please, please, please take care of yourself. If you guys do feel called to book a reading with me, the link is in the description and also in the about section of my channel. Okay, if this did resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. You guys stay safe, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one.